hey, mother.
Mac, look, you're wasting our time. You're not going to get us to not believe in evolution.
And why is that?
Because the smartest scientists in the entire world all agree that it's real.
I'm glad you brought that up. Because, Mr. Reynolds, science is a liar sometimes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this is insane, you fool!
I'm a fool because I have more faith in the saints that wrote the Bible?
Yeah, because you just read the words of a bunch of guys that you never met, and you just take it on faith that everything they wrote was true.
And what makes you think what your scientists are writing is any more truer than my saints?
Because there are volumes of proven data, numbers, figures. There are fossil records.
Oh, fossil records. Ah! I didn't even think about the fossil records. I guess I'll concede. Oh, wait, one more thing before I do, Mr. Reynolds. Have you seen these fossil records?
Have I? Huh?
Have you poured through the data yourself? The numbers, the figures?
Well, no. No.
Oh, interesting. So let me get this straight, Mr. Reynolds. You get your information from a book written by men you've never met. And you take their words as truth, based on a willingness to believe, a desire to accept, a leap of, dare I say it, faith?
Come on. Look, I mean, I don't even know how I'm supposed to respond to that. Like, come on. That's a false equivalency.
Just answer the question, Mr. Reynolds.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I rest my case.
All the gags, spills, and hilarious practical jokes.
To carry me home.
Shh, they're coming.
What kind of a man desecrates a defenseless textbook?
In its meaning and application. It marks a man physically, genetically, and once accepted, spiritually. The component
Would you like me to show them how the sign of the curse works?
Sign of the curse?
Completely different.
How does it go?
No, not at you people out there in the audience, but this is the difference.
Aim it toward Red China, would you?
This is the sign of the horns. A curse sign, 2 fingers extended. This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast, you know.
I always
all over.
figured if I ever met the devil, it'd have dirty fingernails. Go on.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Where?
Dirty fingernails.
Well, that's because I've been fooling around with your equipment.
Never mind. Don't blame it on the story. Go on with it.
All right.
So that's the sign of the horn, and then what happens? Is that it?
Well, there are other ones, too.
Yeah, what are the other ones?
The other one's one of the fox sign, 3 fingers extended.
Fox on you?
The fox sign.
Peter Sellers, best known for his role in Pink Panther film series, said this about acting. It's rather like being a medium and laying yourself wide open and saying, I want a character to inhabit my body, or I want a character to take charge of me so that I can produce what I hope to produce. He's telling devils to possess him. By the way, Peter Sellers, his career was almost over. He met with Satanists, and they told him that if you will turn over to the devil, then he will give you the ability. And he became an instant star and rose all the way to the top of the box office back then. He's the guy that did the Pink Panther movies, the old ones. You've heard that? I've told you about that video series. They sold their soul for rock and roll. Well, these sold their soul for Hollywood, for popularity, to be.
Before about how I came to the belief that the people running Hollywood were these insane pedophiles, and then just a few weeks after that last appearance, Corey Feldman came out, and the actor, and said pretty much what I had been saying, even though mine was just coming from looking at the evidence and not from any personal experience. He, as a child actor, was apparently, again, reading between the lines, repeatedly raped. And I think, we see this and we have to realize that who we're dealing with and what we're dealing with, and it's way beyond the boundaries of things that we can imagine. We can't imagine it because we're not them, and we're not as evil as that.
No, I agree. I was surprised Feldman came out with it. No one followed up on that. I mean, everywhere you look, pedophilia is being institutionalized in our society.
That's the point.
Yeah, the French now have introduced lingerie for little 5-year-old girls. I mean, it just, there's no end to it all. Pole dancing kits for 5- and 6-year-old girls. Pre-training bras for little girls. This is pedophilia. This is nothing less. It's
they're institutionalizing it, making it okay. It won't be this generation, but it'll be the next one.
It's very soon. They're sexualizing everything to the extent now that little girls cannot get it.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it?
something a little more violent?
will not frame their doings to turn unto their God, for the spirit of whoredoms is in the midst of them, and they have not known the Lord. For the spirit of whoredoms is in the midst of them. My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declareth unto them. For the spirit of whoredoms hath caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their God. And upon her forehead was a name written. Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother